September weather rolls on for at least one more day, then we get some sizzle into the summer weekend.
Day 3 of testimony in a Lexington murder trial. We were there as more witnesses for the prosecution took the stand.
And both parties have their nominee for president. We're looking ahead to what fall's matchup between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump looks like.
This is WKYT News at 4.
Welcome to WKYT News at 4. I'm Andrea Walker alongside Amber Philpott. It's been an absolutely gorgeous day to be outside.
It has. Take a look. This is a live look now at our downtown Lexington sky cam. Our pleasant early summer temperatures won't be around much longer. WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey's here now with a warm up on the way, but blue skies out there today.
Yeah, about as good as it can possibly get around here for any day, let alone summertime with that September feel that is out there across central and eastern Kentucky, courtesy of a strong northwesterly wind flow, though real cool and downright chilly air from the Great Lakes into parts of New England, where, by the way, in some of the higher peaks into the northeast, around in Vermont, it may snow tonight. How about that for June? Across Kentucky, it is just absolutely awesome in terms of the weather. Defender Radar Network, nothing going on. Temperatures right now, as expected, 70 to 75 across the entire area. Low humidity, that blue sky that is out there, and with clear skies tonight, there's even a chill to the air before steamy temperatures show up for the weekend. Then storms and the steam do a little battle, and that's the 7-day forecast in a nutshell. We'll run it down for you with a new hour-by-hour outlook just ahead.
Chris, we'll see you then. Thank you. Jurors heard day 3 of testimony in a Lexington murder trial.
Mark Taylor is accused of killing Alex Johnson, a UK chef, back in December of 2013. Today, jurors heard from more witnesses testifying for the prosecution. WKYT's Victor Puente is tracking the trial in our top story at 4.
Today, we learned more about what happened to the car that police say Alex Johnson was killed in. We also learned when the man charged with Mark Taylor may testify in this case. The day started with 2 men testifying about barrels similar to the one Alex Johnson's body was found in. A man whose father owned a business below Mark Taylor's apartment told prosecutors his father had received a similar barrel from a recycler. We also heard testimony from a man who said he let his employee, Timothy Ballard, borrow a red pickup truck on December 19th. Prosecutors say the next day Ballard helped Taylor transport the barrel holding Johnson's body using that truck. Ballard has already pleaded guilty to tampering with physical evidence and kidnapping. He's expected to testify against Taylor as part of that plea deal. We also heard from a man who said he bought Mark Taylor's car about 10 days after Alex Johnson went missing. He said when he got it, the seats had been removed and it smelled like bleach. He eventually scrapped it, but first asked Taylor if it was worth repairing.
He told me to buy it to junk it. I said, can I fix it? Said, no, because I don't have the title. So, and I asked him what happened, and he just told me, you don't want to know. So I don't ask no more questions then.
The second half of the day, jurors heard forensic testimony about Mark Taylor's cell phone. That included hundreds of outgoing calls and texts, some of them referencing drug deals. Prosecutors say he killed Johnson over money and marijuana, but Taylor's defense team is suggesting that Ballard played a bigger part in the crime than he's admitting to. We should hear from him tomorrow. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Victor, thank you. Police say Taylor and Ballard were seen at a local nightclub just hours after Johnson was killed. 2 women were killed. A third is in critical condition after a 3-car crash in Clark County. It happened last night at the Winchester Bypass and Colby Road. State police say a driver became disoriented by lights when he crashed into 2 cars at a stoplight. Sarah Helfrich and Juanita Mitchell were killed. We don't know the name of the woman who was injured, but she was in the same car as Helfrich and Mitchell. Police say the driver who caused the crash is not facing any charges.
A stabbing sent 2 people to the hospital this afternoon. It happened around 1 at a home on East Loudon Avenue. Police say they're still investigating, but they think the stabbing happened during a dispute over property. Police tell us they are looking for a suspect. Police have charged 3 people after finding an active meth lab at an apartment on Lexington's north side. The fire department's hazmat team was called to the building on Gerald Drive after police found evidence of someone making meth in one of the apartments. Crystal Wyman and Nancy McCarty were charged with possession of meth precursors. George Davis is charged with manufacturing meth and possession of a controlled substance.
We're learning new details about a jewelry heist at a store inside the Fayette Mall. Police released surveillance pictures of the suspects today. A detective says the woman distracted employees at Pandora while the man used a key he found inside the store to open a case and steal a sleeve of rings. Police say he got away with 177 rings worth $13,000. Pandora is offering a reward for information leading to an arrest. We are working on a number of other stories for you on WKYT starting at 4:30.
Sam Dick joins us now from the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon to you, Sam.
Good afternoon. Thousands of people lining up early this morning for a ticket to Muhammad Ali's memorial service. The lines were so long, as a matter of fact, all 15,000 tickets were given out before the doors were scheduled to open. The service will be held Friday at the KFC Yum Center. It's expected to start at 2 p.m. We'll have more on the preparations for the goodbye to the boxing legend and how you can take part if you don't have tickets on WKYT News at 5. A milestone today for Toyota. The company's plant in Georgetown is celebrating its 30th birthday. The fun began this morning with a ribbon cutting. We'll show you the festivities and the impact Toyota has had on the community the past 3 decades on WKYT News at 5:30. It's a plea from a grieving grandmother. Connie Lowe's 5-month-old granddaughter died in 2010 after she was accidentally left in a hot car outside a Lexington home. As the weather gets warmer, she has a message for those who care for small children, how her heartbreaking story is inspiring her to speak out on WKYT News tonight at 6. That's a look at some of the news in progress. Andrea and Amber, back to you.
Sam, thank you. Now to some stories making headlines across the nation at 4. Both Republicans and Democrats finally have their presumptive presidential nominees.
Now party leaders are pushing for unity, but as Scott McLean shows us, both top candidates have their work cut out for them.
The odds are long and the race is all but over, but Bernie Sanders is staying in.
We are going to fight hard to win the primary in Washington, D.C., and then we take our fight for social, economic, racial, and environmental justice to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
As Sanders sets his sights on the convention, presumptive nominee Hillary Clinton is focused on the general election. In her victory speech Tuesday, she reached out to Sanders supporters.
Senator Sanders, his campaign, and the vigorous debate that we've had have been very good for the Democratic Party.
Vice President Joe Biden and other party leaders echoed that sentiment on Capitol Hill, steering clear of any suggestion that they want Sanders to drop out now.
I believe that only Senator Sanders can make that judgment.
Unity is a key word on the Republican side as well. In a closed-door meeting at the Capitol, House Speaker Paul Ryan pushed his colleagues to fall in line and support their presumptive nominee, Donald Trump. But some GOP lawmakers say they're not ready.
He is the one who needs to start acting more presidential.
Urged by his top advisors, Trump toned things down on Tuesday, using a teleprompter to deliver a prepared speech, taking on Clinton's record and trying to ease concerns within the party.
I understand the responsibility of carrying the mantle, and I will never, ever let you down.
In Washington, I'm Scott McLean.
The White House and Clinton campaign are still working out details of an endorsement from President Obama. The president will meet with Bernie Sanders tomorrow.
Who holds the most wealth in the U.S.? The findings of a new survey in Money Watch.
And the house of the future might be pretty high tech. We'll show you the prototype one university has built.
Still think you can get more from the big box store? Think again. How about award-winning service with manufacturer-authorized technicians or sales professionals to help you find the right product for your home? A store with deep roots in our community that will be here after those big box stores are long gone. If you want to get more without paying more, think outside the big box. Think P-Rats. Since 1946, nobody beats P-Rats.
Everyone wants to be energy smart, but sometimes we need a little reminder. With Simple Saver, you save energy and the environment, and you earn energy bill credits. So take the hint. Just call or sign up online, and we'll do all the work. Simple Saver, because being energy smart pays. Licking Valley RECC and South Kentucky RECC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
This is the Mom Biz, and ladies, it's showtime. You've got soccer practice, swim meets, drum lessons, play dates, and all the other stuff that keeps your family humming. But you know what matters? The healthy stuff. Full tummies. That's why you've got Lando Frost Premium Lunch Meat. A simple, protein-packed, good-for-'em lunch. And that's how you get a mom groove. Groove with me now. Hey, Lando Frost. They're a family brand. You're a family. See what I'm getting at?
Greatness isn't about creating one masterpiece and calling it a day. It's about challenging yourself to create a masterpiece every time. Come celebrate a half-century of innovations at the Kawasaki Golden Anniversary Sales Event. Save up to $2,500 plus 0% financing on select models at participating dealers. Visit Kawasaki.com to find a dealer near you.
Visit JVM Motorsports in Harrodsburg the weekend of June 11th to test drive a new Kawasaki.
I'm concerned about nursing homes that have been cited for deficiencies, like failure to provide quality service or even proper medical treatment. Please, you have to look for signs of neglect or abuse. We have to protect our elderly. If you see signs of neglect or abuse, call us. Don't wait. Your loved one may not be able to ask for help. It's up to you to call. Call Hughes & Coleman right now. 800-800-4600.
Tom Hammond here for Transitions Lift and Elevator, Central Kentucky's leading installer of stair lifts, wheelchair lifts, home and commercial elevators. Transitions Lift and Elevator is proud to offer the highest quality equipment at the best value. Choose from a variety of solutions, each customized to fit the need of your family, business, or church. Visit our showroom on National Avenue in Lexington or online at transitionsmobility.com. Transitions Lift and Elevator, getting you where you need to be.
Keep up with the latest news on WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
The FBI is urging U.S. banks to review their cybersecurity protocols on money transfers.
That begins today's Money Watch. The warning comes after hackers stole $81 million from the Bangladesh Central Bank's account at the Federal Reserve Bank in New York back in February. A new report on global wealth shows U.S. millionaires hold 66% of the country's wealth. Millionaires hold just 46% of wealth worldwide. According to the report, wealth is less concentrated in the hands of millionaires in other developed economies around the globe.
People flying want more room. An airfare watchdog polled more than 2,100 travelers about what should be done about shrinking airline seats. 55% said the government should regulate seat size. 38% said airlines should be required to disclose seat size more prominently. Some new perks are being rolled out for some Uber drivers. Starting today, drivers can put in a destination and only get trip requests that are on their route. Drivers who need a break can also hit a pause to request button while completing their last trip. And for drivers who want their pay right away, they can apply to have their wages added to a Go Bank Uber debit card. From thermostats to locks, there's plenty of smart products for your home.
One day, every inch of your home might be more intelligent. Justin Ward shows us how one university is researching the home of the future.
It's an electronic interface for the whole kitchen.
Forget knobs and buttons. Virginia Tech's idea of a future home is all about touchscreens and sensors. Everything you need to know to start the day is in the bathroom mirror.
It will give you your preferred temperatures for your shower and your sink. It can give you apps such as traffic, or you can check your email.
This clean, smooth design simplifies the style we're used to and adds a virtual component, making every corner intelligent.
Hands-free for sanitary.
Down to the way we use the bathroom.
The toilet seat always returns to the closed position after you leave the room. Say you have someone in a wheelchair in the house, the vanity will automatically raise or lower to accommodate that person.
All of this was designed by a team at Virginia Tech. They take it on tours across the country. It comes in walls that are packed with technology, ready to use with very little installation.
You set it in place and you open it up, you unpackage it, and it's perfectly pristine, just the way it was pre-finished in the factory.
A camera in the oven allows the user to watch what's cooking on any mobile device, and a smart refrigerator monitors food and drinks that are running low. If dishwashing liquid, soap, or shampoo are almost out, the home will order a replacement. Lighting in the living room is adjusted by pointing at it and can change colors depending on your mood.
A few prototypes down the road, and we'll eventually have a system that's really we think will eventually become mainstream.
Interesting stuff. That was Justin Ward reporting. This project isn't finished. The university is building a prototype home on campus where you can see and visit the home of the future for yourself.
I feel like that was way too smart for me to live in that home, right? Eek.
He's an up-and-coming artist in Nashville. Stop by Lexington today. We'll introduce you to Michael Tyler when we return here on WKYT.
High pressure right on top of the Bluegrass State, giving us a gorgeous sky that is out there. Up next, we're tracking steamy temperatures into the weekend. Full forecast right after the break. Stay with us.
Mopeds are a fun way to travel, but are they safe? They don't require registration, insurance, or a helmet. WKYT takes a closer look at sharing the road with mopeds, Thursday at 6 on WKYT.
Don't buy furniture now, because a big secret is coming. Starting Friday, Ashley Home Store is having a sale so epic. We're closing on Thursday to prepare. Huge savings for every room. Incredible finance offers. Ashley Home Store Secret Sale is back. Do not miss it.
Tired of painting? Go Rhino, and you'll never have to paint again. Now you can have the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for brick, stucco, wood, or aluminum. And Rhino Shield won't chip, crack, flake, or peel for home or business. Don't paint, don't vinyl. Go Rhino.
Don't paint, don't vinyl. Go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Nothing brings a family together like fun around the backyard pool. Here is your last chance to make that happen, and the price has never been better. For a limited time, Blue World Pools has the big 15 by 24 Econoline pool for not $3.99, not even $3.49. If you call now, that pool can be yours for only $2.99. That price still includes pump, filter, liner, ladder, and a free automatic pool cleaner. All that including free installation on your ready site for just $2.99. That's a $1,995 value for only $2.99. That's awesome! Call Blue World Pools now and take advantage of this incredible offer. Want more pizzazz? Of course you do! So jump up to our midline pool or grab for it all with Blue World Pools' top-of-the-line classic pool. The ultimate in high-style living. The choice is yours. But remember, this is your last chance to take advantage of our limited-time offer. The price will never get any better than this. How could it? Call Blue World Pools right now and beat that heat.
Savor something different every day. Just ask for the $3 sub of the day at Subway restaurants. A different 6-inch sub every day for only $3. Classics like the meatball marinara and Italian BMT, plus favorites like the turkey breast and turkey and black forest ham. 7 days, 7 subs, $3. Subway, founded on fresh.
Wait, don't buy furniture now, because a big secret is coming. Starting Friday, Ashley Home Store is having a sale so epic. We're closing on Thursday to prepare. Huge savings for every room. Incredible finance offers. Ashley Home Store Secret Sale is back. Do not miss it.
WKYT News is brought to you by Paul Miller Ford. Drive happy. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Big area of high pressure right on top of the Ohio, Mississippi Valley area, giving us this gorgeous weather across the entire eastern part of the country with below normal temps right now. Here is that high pressure. We're on the mild side of this, and look to our west. You notice the warm and then the hot air. That's what we're going to get in on over the next several days. Northeast of us, though, it is cool and downright chilly. I mentioned the possibility of a little snow into sections of New England, those higher elevations over the next few days. It's June, at least the calendar says so. High pressure on top of the Chicagoland area down towards St. Louis, continuing to give us that strong northerly and northwesterly wind flow, knocking those temperatures today into the low and mid 70s for highs, 70 to 75 across the entire area. And that beautiful sky is out there. Moorhead, Jackson, into Corbin, Lexington, and back toward Interstate 65, dealing with some great stuff from Louisville down to the E-Town area as well. Defender Radar Network, nothing going on across central and eastern Kentucky, really not expecting anything through the day tomorrow as temps make a run into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees on a day that may start out with some upper 40s, especially in some of those colder valleys. Next 3 days, Thursday, nothing, still nice. Can't rule out a thunderstorm on Friday. Steamy temperatures, first 90-degree high of the season, a good possibility as we go into our Saturday. Let's walk you into that weekend forecast, shall we? By 11 this evening, we are already down into the 50s into most areas. Forecast tomorrow morning, look at this, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, 45 Moorhead down to Jackson. Most areas, again, upper 40s to around 50. Noon tomorrow, now we're warming it up a little bit. Some low 70s, 75 to 80 coming up tomorrow afternoon, which is still cooler than we should be. Northwesterly flow tomorrow night, at least upstairs, can drop a thunderstorm in here for the day on Friday. But look what happens Friday afternoon. Notice how temperatures start to steam it up a little bit. Low 80s to the northeast, mid 80s across central Kentucky, maybe 90 into the western part of the state. And again, anyone is fair game for an isolated thunderstorm as we go into the day on Friday. Saturday is going to be the day that we see those temperatures really begin to take off with readings into the 60s. So the muggy meter starts to really ramp up as we go into Friday and Saturday. We are back on the oppressive side of things with those high humidity levels and the steamy overall temperatures that will usher in a much warmer, downright hot weekend. I think most areas do get to 90 as we go into Saturday. Then a storm or two tries to knock temperatures down a little bit early next week as the numbers slowly begin to rise again. Let's check on traffic now with Officer Don.
Live look at Lexington rush hour traffic this afternoon. There's a crash at Nicholasville and Rosemont Garden. One lane is blocked there. Police are working that right now. That's Nicholasville and Rosemont Garden. Overall, we look okay outbound to Nicholasville. Drive time showing 12 minutes or so. No major delays to Versailles. Now back to you in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. It is a big week in the world of country music. The CMA Fest kicks off tomorrow in Nashville.
That's right. And today, WKYT's Deanne Stevens is out and about catching up with some of the artists experiencing the excitement for the first time. Deanne?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here in our 98.1 The Bull iHeartRadio Lounge, where this is a fabulous place. A lot of newcomers come, stop by. We have some old-timers that stop by, too. Pretty cool place for them to perform. Michael Tyler, one of those newcomers, is with us. And let me tell you, you've been listening to that #1 Dirk Bentley song on 98.1 The Bull. This is the guy who wrote it. Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Singer-songwriter, what is life like for you right now? All these radio rounds you're doing.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's a lot of early mornings and it's a lot of excitement and a lot of adrenaline and crashing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But it's great. I'm super excited about it. Things are finally taking off.
Is this something that you've always wanted to do, you always dreamed of?
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
Talk a bit about that. And as a kid, were you playing your guitar? What were you doing?
So it's funny. My parents actually bought me and my brother a drum set and a guitar some random day, and they handed us the Back in Black AC/DC album, and we hammered that out. Jason Aldean came out, and we're like, that's what we want to do.
Well, speaking of Jason Aldean, let's go ahead and mention you're helping him out with a few things too, aren't you?
Nah, just a little bit.
Writing a song for him.
Yeah, so there's a song on his record that's going to come out, hopefully. It's called First Time Again, and we hope it makes the cut.
So you've been doing some songwriting, but now you're out there as an artist yourself. CMA Fest kicking off tomorrow in Nashville. Officer Don and I headed there for 98.1 The Bull. Talk a bit about that, the fun and excitement that is for you guys as an artist, because you're going to be doing some signing there, right?
Yeah, I will be signing at the booth, and I mean, it's nuts. I've done it. I did it last year, and Of course, nobody's going to know who I am again this year, but
Hey,
hopefully
our audience knows.
they do.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
know.
right.
Yeah. Hopefully, you know, the single is supposed to come out June 27th. So after that, I'm sure hopefully someone's going to know a little bit about it.
Very exciting times for you. Now, here's what we have for you guys. Stay right there. Coming up at 4:50, Michael Tyler is performing his latest single. That's coming up here at 4:50. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Deanne. There's been an increase in obesity for one segment of the population. We'll tell you who in Better Living. And if you have a pet fish, they might recognize you. The findings of a new study just ahead.
Friday night's Mega Millions jackpot is $280 million, and tonight's Powerball jackpot is $123 million.
That must be the HVAC company. Sure hope they called the Comforter Man. Yeah, they just won the Angie's List Super Service Award for the 6th year in a row. And they have the best warranty in town.
I'm on my way.
Yeah!
Suff's Furniture and Oriental Rugs will liquidate 50 to 75% of our inventory as part of the estate sale of Albert Sandy Suffaletta. All of our inventory in Georgetown must be sold at great savings before this location is sold, but you can save at both the Georgetown and Nicholasville locations. Plus, every night both stores will be restocked from our warehouses until everything is sold. Our Georgetown store will be sold, but we will continue to serve you at Suff's on Nicholasville Road. Hurry for the best selection of fine furniture at Suff's estate inventory sale.
Clients come into the office. The government has said, no, I don't believe you. You're not disabled.
The major problem with Social Security disability is that most people who sign up are denied at the initial level. If your claim's denied, don't give up. Call us immediately. We'll appeal your case.
We can do an effective job of representing you that will get you the benefits that you deserve.
Call Morgan, Collins, and Yeast, 1-800-55-WILDCAT.
Days like this are getting harder to find. We're long on life, but short on time. When I get a chance to kick back and unwind, I live for Myrtle Beach days. Myrtle Beach days got blue in the sky, not a care in the air, ocean breeze blowing by, just sitting on the sand, soaking up the sunshine. I live for Myrtle Beach days.
All summer long, your road to refreshment leads to Speedway. And now that Speedway's grown throughout the Midwest, Northeast, and Southeast, nobody has a handle on your summer fun better than Speedway. From the sunny shores of Florida to New York City, from the Carolinas to the New England coast, your road to refreshment leads to Speedway. And with your Speedway app, there's always a Speedway nearby and a chance to win prizes with every visit on your trip.
We're on your way to the convenience stores of Speedway.
Now, a 32-ounce Speedy Freezer fountain drink's just 89 cents.
That must be the HVAC company. Sure hope they called the Comforter Man. Yeah, they just won the Angie's List Super Service Award for the 6th year in a row. And they have the best warranty in town.
I'm on my way.
Yeah!
Now it's time for Better Living, health, education, and consumer news that impacts your life. America's obesity epidemic is getting worse, especially among women. The latest research in the Journal of the American Medical Association says for the first time, 40% of women in the U.S. are obese. The number of obese men is holding steady at about 35%. A new test may help prevent the overuse of antibiotics. Researchers in China are developing a breath analysis test to help confirm when antibiotics are absolutely necessary. Doctors around the world are concerned the overuse of prescriptions is leading some bacteria to become resistant to antibiotics. Marriage may truly be good for the heart. A study presented to the British Cardiovascular Study finds married people are 14% less likely to die after a heart attack than single people. They're less likely to spend time in the hospital as well. Researchers say the findings emphasize the importance of spouses' physical and emotional support. It might not be the most cuddly pet, but research shows your pet fish might recognize your face. Researchers studying archer fish found the fish can tell a familiar human face from dozens of new faces with surprising accuracy. Archer fish were chosen for the study because they are able to spit water from their mouths to knock out insects from nearby branches. So they already have the ability to target images. Now let's head to Chris for another check of the weather.
All right, out there today. It's hard to follow up a story like that, but you know what? The weather's certainly helping me out. It's doing most of the work today. We look outside our live sky cam, sunny skies. It is straight out of September. We've said it for a while now. Low 70s across most of central and eastern Kentucky. Got the low humidity out there. Look at that Lexington sky. Across the hayfield there, freshly cut. We're seeing mostly sunny skies on top of Hamburg Pavilion. And those pleasant temperatures, low and mid 70s. We'll steam it up a little tomorrow. Then this weekend, 90 is coming our way.
It's so crazy that we're talking about snow in some parts of the country today.
Vermont getting a little snow tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, crazy times, crazy times. The news is just now getting started. Here's Sam Dick and Amber Philpott with what we're working on at 4:30.